15-Minute Mondays, your kickstart to week high-energy 15-minute episode on the Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Daniel Greg Johnson. Let's get right into it. Hello tribe, it is this time of the week, Monday morning, 15-minute Monday morning. And when you listen to this episode, I will be heading towards theater for my second hip replacement. So I'm going for surgery today, but that is not going to stop me from having this episode online for you. I'm very excited. People ask me, are you nervous? Are you scared? And I'm really not. I've done this before. I've recovered in record time, and this time I've committed to do it in half the time. It's about how you show up, how you are mentally prepared. It's all about mental fortitude. I have my winning plan. I got everything lined up at home. All my tools that I need, bone broth, supplements, everything, healthy food. I got a sock slider so I get into my socks. And I'm planning to leave the day after my surgery, latest 2 days after surgery, and then focus in the first 7 days on keeping inflammation and swelling low. And then I will be back at the gym latest in about 10 to 14 days, and I will recover in a time that hasn't been seen. So it's really just about showing up, and as per usual, that's what the Success Blueprint is about. Whether you're a leader, whether you are just busy getting better at life, at business, as an entrepreneur, it's all about showing up. It's all about that winning mindset, and that's what we talk about, because here we meet to be better at this thing called life and business. So sometimes you don't realize how lost you've become until you start remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. And that's it, tribe. Welcome back on 15-Minute Mondays, your space for clarity, courage, and soul-deep transformation. And today's episode is not about external achievement. It's about the silent inner unraveling that happens when you live a life that looks good but feels off. This is the story of coming home to yourself. And if you've ever felt successful yet disconnected, driven yet directionless, this episode will speak to a truth you may not have said out loud, but have always known. So let's begin the return. Let's come back home. What's the problem here? Here's what no one tells you. You can be high functioning and still be lost. You can be loved, admired, productive, and still feel like you don't know who you really are. We perform, we conform, we over-adapt to survive systems that ask us to shrink. We chase the job, we play the role, we wear the mask, and one day we wake up and ask, when did I stop feeling like me? That's not failure. That's the friction of misalignment, and many people wake up misaligned. Many clients come to me, seek help to find that alignment because they recognize somewhere deep down something is not right. And what is the cost and consequences of living this way? The cost of being disconnected from your core identity is deep. You overperform in public and feel invisible in private. You tolerate relationships, careers, or routines that no longer reflect you. And you numb with busyness, scrolling, fixing, and overthinking. You struggle to make decisions because you don't trust your own voice anymore. And over time, what happens? You forget who you were before you started becoming who you thought you had to be. But here's the truth that I want to share with you, tribe. Your real self isn't lost. It's just buried beneath the noise. And the moment you start to journey home, it begins to whisper again. And that's why, as per usual, I'm going to share a 5-step framework with clear action steps with you. So here, the 5-step pathway to help you reconnect with your truth and return to your center. Not the self you show the world, but the self who's always been there beneath the performance. Because that person is still there. We just have to dig it out. Step number 1, acknowledge the disconnect. You can't come home if you don't admit you left. If you keep on acting and pretending, you're not going to find that route backwards. You can action a journal prompt. Where in my life am I performing more than I'm living? What parts of me feel distant, muted, or shut down? This isn't about guilt. It's about honesty. The truth is the first key to the door. So you can unlock it by starting to journal and writing down those prompts and then putting some real time down to work through them and let your inner self speak raw, unfiltered, unapologetically. Step number 2, revisit the original self. Before the conditioning, before the armor, before the roles, there was you. What action can you take? Close your eyes and ask, who was I before I needed to impress or survive? What lit me up as a child before the world shaped me? How have you been before you stepped into this role as a leader, before you stepped into this group, into this clique, and you adapted their behaviors, their responses, and their what is right and what is wrong? Reconnecting with this version reactivates your core essence. Anchor it with this sentence. I remember myself when I, and then you fill in the blanks. Let me give you some examples. I remember myself when I used to sing without shame, when I used to dance without caring if someone is watching. I remember myself when I ask questions without apologizing. That is not regression, it's reclamation. That's what you need to do. Step number 3, rewrite the contract. Most of us live by unspoken contracts we never consciously signed. Don't be too much. Be successful even if it kills your soul. Keep the peace even if you're breaking inside. What action can you take here? Write down your old identity contract. Get specific. And then what you do, you destroy it. Write a new one that begins with, I now give myself full permission to be, and finish the sentence in a way that scares and liberates you. This becomes your new personal constitution. Step number 4, redesign your life around alignment, not approval. Now that the inner shift is happening, that you are reframing that old self, you need outer systems that support it. If you don't have systems in place, you will fail. Motivation is good. Even taking those first steps is good. But you need a system in place, otherwise you will fail. Without systems, nothing will work forward. Take the action, audit your current life. I want you to ask yourself, what do I do daily that brings me closer to myself? What do I do daily that disconnects me? Then shift one thing this week, right now. Maybe it's time alone in the morning. Maybe it's saying no without explanation, not trying to justify yourself. Maybe it's starting that thing you've put off for years because you didn't believe you were ready. Small shifts, big homecomings. Step number 5, create a daily coming home ritual. You don't come home once, you come home daily and with intention. Action that you can take here, choose a 5-minute ritual that reconnects you to yourself. Mirror mantra, I'm not lost, I'm returning. Grounding breath work. Hand on heart plus one question. What do I need today that's true for me? This ritual becomes your anchor, especially on the days when the world tempts you to forget who you are. And what is the deeper meaning of all of this? Why does it matter? Coming home to yourself is not a retreat, it's a revolution. It's the courageous act of remembering that you were never broken, never too much, never not enough. You were simply buried beneath layers of protection, perfection, and performance. And now, you're done apologizing. You're done abandoning yourself. You're ready to reclaim all of you. The bold, the wild, the wise. You're not becoming someone new. You're just finally becoming you. And I want to tell you, if you take these steps and you really dig deep, this will help you to reclaim your authentic self. The tools that I share are very short. They are very powerful. But where 9.5 out of 10 people fail is doing the work. That's why most people go back into their old habits. That's what it is. You have the heart attack and all of a sudden you don't smoke, you don't drink, you eat healthy, you got this second chance in life, this second wind, and 9 months down the line, usually most people are exactly back to their old patterns, their old behaviors, and that is how it goes. So here is the question. Are you ready to make the difference, take action, and install new habits until they become second nature? Well, the question is, are you ready? Are you committed? Think for a second about Glennon Doyle's journey of unbecoming everything the world told her she should be and discovering the freedom of untamed living. Or Jim Carrey, a good example, who said, I wish everyone could become rich and famous so they could see that it's not the answer. His journey from performance to peace is a testament to what coming home truly means. And you can read up on it, look, research, and you will see it. And in my coaching, I've seen clients in their 40s, 50s, even 60s realize that the ladder they were climbing wasn't theirs. And when they stepped off, they didn't fall, they rose as themselves. And that's something wonderful. Let me share some advanced strategies with you, some extra depth here. Neuroscience insights. The brain is plastic. It rewires based on where you place attention and emotional significance. So the more you practice being yourself, the more your brain normalizes authenticity and reduces the fear of rejection. What is a tool for this? Use self-affirming visualization daily. Picture yourself acting in alignment with no mask, no apology. Feel what it is like to be fully seen by you, not anyone else but by you. And this builds neural trust, which creates behavioral confidence. Trust me, this works. You can try it out and thank me later. Let me give you your weekly challenge for immediate implementation as per usual. This week, create your I am home ritual. Pick one truth about yourself that you've been hiding. Speak it, write it, claim it. Anchor it with a daily practice that reminds you you are not lost, you're just reintroducing yourself to the world. Isn't that powerful? I think it's powerful and I think you should try it. And that was quick and easy. And if this episode spoke to something deep in you, share it. Tag the version of you who's been quiet, compliant, or confused and invite them home. And if you want to help me creep and climb through the algorithm, subscribe to the 15-Minute Mondays for weekly truths that realign you with power, peace, and purpose. That will help me to reach a bigger audience, and then we can grow the tribe and become better at this thing called life and business. And if you're ready to rebuild yourself from the inside out, you can join my 30-day pathways like 30 Days to Unshakable Self-Worth. You can find those pathways on mindworks.biz under 30-day pathways. And you won't just remember who you are, you will become it boldly. Those pathways are really, really powerful. They are self-paced, they are affordable, you can do them in your own time, and people are loving them. And as per usual, special thanks to our sponsor, Doc Marty Mushrooms, for cognitive clarity, grounded focus, and energy to come home to yourself again and again. Visit docmarty.com, and if you use the discount code DAN20, DAN20, you get an exclusive to the Success Blueprint discount of 20% on your first purchase, and I can guarantee you, you will not regret it. DocMarty.com. He's as passionate about mushrooms as I am about people. And in closing, for the week, I want to leave you with something that you need to remember. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not lost. You're simply coming home. And the person waiting for you has been there all along because it's you. Guys, I'm out of here. Got my surgery right now. I'm excited. New time for challenge, new opportunity to grow, to show grit and resilience. I will recover in no time, but I guarantee you, I see you next week Monday for the 15-Minute Monday. And this was Daniel Craig Johnson, your host on the Success Blueprint. If you want to do me a favor, you want to support me through my surgery, like, subscribe, copy and paste the link of the podcast, send it to 3 people on WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you communicate. This is the gift that you can give to me. You can also reach out on social media on all my channels and send me a message for encouragement for my hip replacement. This is my second one, by the way, if you didn't know. So I hope on you, I trust you, and I'm sending you off to a fantastic week. And take care, tribe. And no, I didn't forget my promise. I'll be back.